Hey friend, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emily the Mystic, and I am an Akashic Records reader, a past life regressionist, a galactic channeler, and as always, I'm so excited that you're here for today's video. I have been receiving a lot of questions from people around how to communicate with, connect with, and begin to work with and create a relationship with their star family. And so I thought I would make a whole video on this topic to give you my guidance and my advice when it comes to working with your galactic guides. So if that appeals to you, keep watching because you're going to learn so much from this video. And by the end of this video, you're going to be ready to go off and use your own meditation practice to start cultivating a relationship with your galactic guides. If you have seen my YouTube channel, perhaps this is your first video, but if not, you will see that I have a ton of videos on different cosmic and galactic groups. And I created that YouTube video series out of a desire to get to know my own galactic guides, to get to know my own galactic origins, to understand me, Emily, who I am, my galactic and cosmic connections, and to develop a relationship with some of these different galactic groups. Obviously, there's a ton of information out there on the internet about working with your starseed connections, about your cosmic and galactic origins, about all these different groups, my information included. But as I was diving into it during my spiritual journey, diving into learning more about these galactic groups, I decided that I wanted to get to know these groups myself without the bias of what may be out there on the internet. And so I decided to embark on this project, the Cosmic Connections Project, which you can see all of my videos again here, right here on my YouTube channel, to interview all of these cosmic and galactic groups to get to know them for myself. And also as a way to really hone my channeling, my discernment skills when working with my psychic and intuitive gifts. And I had so much fun with this project and I learned so much. So this video is gonna have some ideas for you of how to cultivate your own channeling practice when it comes to working with your own galactic guides. And I really hope that you receive a lot out of this. Now, by the way, if you're watching this video and if you resonate with being a starseed, I want you to remember that you have a massive spirit guide team. So your galactic guides are not your main spirit guides. They're going to be a part of, and they could be potentially, but pretty rare. More likely, your galactic guides are going to be a part of your spirit guide team. They're going to have been providing influence within your life, perhaps guiding you towards different things, discovering different things. But they're part of your team. So you also have other types of spirit guides who have human souls. So you've had spirit guides who have lived human lifetimes here on planet Earth with you in past lives. You've also had galactic guides who you've lived galactic lifetimes with, who are not human souls, but who understand the human experience because they've helped you train for this life. They have helped you train for this lifetime. They have taught you things that you needed to know in order to accomplish the things that you have set out to do here on planet Earth in all of your different earthly lifetimes. So our galactic guides know a lot, and they can give us a really interesting perspective on some things that we may have going on in our life. And as with any spirit guide information, I encourage you to take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. Our spirit guides are not our end-all, be-all source of guidance. They are here to guide us, but they are not here to be our decision makers to tell us what to do or to make choices, and decisions for us on our behalf. So they are here to give you advice. They're here to give you guidance. But at the end of the day, you ultimately have free will to decide what you want to do with your life. And so with that being said, all of our different spirit guides are going to have different perspectives on human life, on being a human, and on perhaps different situations that you have going on in your life. So your more earthly spirit guides who you spent past Earth lifetimes with may have a different perspective of guidance to give you on perhaps your love life situation than your galactic guides may be able to give you. But all of these different guides, if you're on a channeling and a spiritual journey, can be really helpful in getting to know them because they may give you information that is just what you needed or that helps you understand things a little bit better. Another example, another way to look at this is, let's say you're learning a complicated subject in school. You could have 5 different teachers teaching you that complicated subject, but only one of those 5 teachers may have a method that you really get, that you really understand, that helps you really integrate the teaching material. So same with your spirit guides. You may have some spirit guides that you really resonate more with others. And so perhaps by going on this little spirit guide discovery journey with getting to know your galactic guides, that those guides may end up being the ones that you want to work the most with at this time. And that can change. We also have spirit guides who come and go throughout our life, depending on what age we are, what life stage we're in, etc., etc. But overall, our galactic guides are here to help us live as on this planet Earth with as much joy as we possibly can, and to help us accomplish the things that we set out to do here. Now, before you even begin this process, I want you to make sure that you go back to an old video of mine on my YouTube channel called my Psychic Protection and Discernment video. This video is super important because it's going to outline safety and protection mechanisms for how to safely use your psychic and intuitive gifts. This video is really important because it's going to help you make sure that you are communicating with galactic guides who have your highest and best intentions in mind. I really emphasize in that video, and there's more information in there above and beyond what I want to get into today for this video, about how there are a lot of astral entities, low vibrational spirits, low vibrational energies who can manipulate you and who can try to pretend to be your galactic guides and who can try to imposter and pretend to be different spirit guides in order to attach to your energy, in order to drain your energy, in order to get information out of you as a human being. And we do not want to be connecting and communicating with those negative beings, right? We don't want them in our space. We don't want them in our home. We don't want them in our life at all. And so watching the information in this video is really going to help you make sure that you are using the right tools, setting the right intentions to make sure that you are communicating with the right galactic guides, the galactic guides who do have your highest and best intentions in mind and who are not lower vibrational astral entities who are just trying to get your attention. We can't bypass that. We can't ignore it. We can't avoid it. But we also can't use it as an excuse not to use our channeling gifts and not to connect with our galactic guides, because we absolutely have access to them. And if you are on a channeling journey wanting to use your intuitive gifts more to connect with the spirit world, you're going to need to practice and make sure that, again, you are connecting with high vibrational beings only. If you are feeling especially nervous about this, or if you have a lot of fear around this topic, I have put together a really amazing intuition and psychic development course that's called the Intuition Activation Academy. I have been teaching this course for over 3 years now, and it is jam-packed with information about how to open your third eye, your psychic clair gifts, how to work with your channeling gifts and abilities, and how to make sure that you are using your discernment to the highest level available to you, again, to make sure that you are using your psychic and intuitive gifts safely. So you can check that out. The link will be below. You can purchase it on my website. It's a full 8-week course. There's a ton of information in there above and beyond what I just said. So it's going to be a really great tool for you if you really know that you want to hone your psychic and intuitive gifts. And channel your star family. There's even a meditation in there that will help you to channel your star family. So, psychic protection and discernment is number 1. Step number 2 is I want you to decide who you want to connect with out of your galactic guides. Do not go into a meditation space leaving it open-ended. Like, I just want to connect with whoever wants to connect with me, because that's when you're going to connect with lower vibrational spirits. I guarantee it. So I want you to be very intentional with who you want to connect with. Is it your Pleiadian guides? Is it your Arcturian guides? Is it your Andromedan guides. Who do you want to connect with specifically? And by the way, if you are not 100% sure who your cosmic connections are, I want you to go back. I want you to watch all of my different videos interviewing all of these different cosmic and galactic groups and pick the groups that you feel drawn to, because you absolutely have a connection to them in some capacity. They may not be your main galactic team of guides, but if you feel drawn to the Pleiadians and you want to start there, then start there. I guarantee you already know. If you're sitting here thinking, Emily, I don't know who my cosmic connections are, but you're like, I love the Pleiadians and I love the Andromedans, there you go. You already know, okay? So start there. Pick one of those out of those two groups of guides I just mentioned, the Pleiadians or the Andromedans. Pick one of those for the intention of this exercise that I'm going to tell you how to do. Again, follow who you feel drawn to. And this is really important because not only does this help us avoid connecting with lower vibrational energy, but it also helps us avoid the disappointment and the frustration when we feel like we're not connecting with anything at all. So set that intention, and that will help this exercise go so much more smoothly. Step 3 is to decide why you want to connect with these guides. And next to the intention of who you want to connect with, deciding why you want to connect with them. What is your overall intention with working with your galactic guides? Do you want to get to know them better, learn information about them? Do you have specific questions that you want to ask? Do you want to work on healing something? Do you want to receive guidance for your love life or for your money situation or your career? Do you need their help with something? Like, why do you want to connect with them? I guarantee you know that already. There's something above and beyond the simple curiosity of getting to know your galactic guides. So take a moment and write those questions down. Get out a journal, write down, I want to connect with my Pleiadian guides, and then write down your intentions and questions. This will also help you to focus your energy when you're in the meditative space so that you know what you're going to focus on instead of leaving it open-ended. Again, when we leave things open-ended, it leaves possibility and potential for error, as well as for not receiving much of anything at all. So again, set those intentions. Step 4, make sure that you set up quiet space and time for meditation. Now, my go-to way for connecting with my guides is by getting into the meditative space. I'm going to share some other ideas with you in just a moment, but for the purpose of this video, to me, the most fluid and easiest way that I've been able to connect with my guides that I help my clients with is by doing so in meditation. So carve out a quiet corner of your home, get your blankets, make sure it's super comfy for you to be there, make sure that nobody is going to bother you, make sure there are no distractions, that your dogs are in another room or your kids are taken care of, or whatever you need to do in order to make sure that you have quiet space and time so that you can really, really relax. Once you're in that relaxed space, you're lying down, perhaps you want to play some binaural beats, close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and get yourself into a relaxed state of being. Sometimes I encourage my clients to focus on an image of something like a flickering candle or a beach, and that helps them to relax and focus on that image so that we can let go of any mental body thoughts that may be popping in. Of course, the purpose of meditation is not to let go of all of our thoughts altogether, because that's impossible. We're human beings, but at least just to relax the mind enough to create space for our guides to come in. Next, after you've done that, you feel more relaxed, you're ready to go, I want you to visualize yourself in a safe place. So for me, I go to the beach. I take my clients in my readings to the beach, and that's where we begin all of our journey. So I want you to visualize being on a beach or a safe space for you. Maybe that's a forest, maybe that is a wide open field, maybe that is an office that's clean and decorated to your liking. I want you to visualize a safe space where you feel safe and comfortable. Now, once you're in that visualization space, we're going to set the intention to ask your specific galactic guides that you've decided you want to connect with to step forward. So you're visualizing the beach, and you're going to ask in your mind, I set the intention to invite forward my Pleiadian guides. I would like to connect with you at this time. And then give yourself a moment and see what happens. Do you notice on the beach that you see some flickering lights? Do you sense energy? Do you feel something in your body? Do you hear something in your mind or in your ear? Lean into your psychic and intuitive gifts. If you're clairvoyant, you may see the Pleiadians in your mind's eye. You may see outlines of them. You may see the color purple, the color blue. You may see different flickering sparkles in your mind's eye. If you are clairaudient, you may hear them come through. You may hear, "Hi, Emily, how are you?" You may hear, "We're so excited to be here." The Pleiadians are very exciting beings, so they may be very excited to connect with you. If you're clairsentient, you may sense their energy. You may feel love in your body. You may feel excitement. You may feel a rush of joy. You may feel tingling or cold, hot or cold sensations. If you are claircognizant, you may just know that they are with you. You may just have this, like, the hair stands up on the back of your neck, and you're just like, yeah, I know, they're here. They're here, they're here, they're here. So lean into your psychic and intuitive gifts and see what happens. I want you to feel into how many beings you think are there. Are there 2? Are there 3? I feel like when I connect with my guides and when I have my clients connect with their guides in meditations with me, there are usually 2 to 3 that will show up, sometimes more. So just kind of getting a sense of how many beings are there. And then once you've sort of fell into that, I want you to introduce yourself. Give them your name, they'll know, but just say, "Hi, I'm Emily, I'm so excited to connect with you. Here's a little bit about me. I would love to learn a little bit more about you guys," just like you would with meeting a new friend. Pretend like this is you connecting with a friend that you haven't met with in a long time, and you're reintroducing yourself. That's kind of the vibe that you should have going into this experience. And then get to know them, ask your questions, share your intentions for meeting with them. See if they have any messages for you. Make it a conversation and see what happens. And just being in the knowingness that you're going to remember as much as you can. And then when you come out of the meditation, you can write everything down. And then when you're ready to move on from this experience, you can say goodbye. You can ask them to leave your space, and they will gently leave. They'll let you go. And again, make sure that you have watched the Psychic Protection and Discernment video, because that will give you some other examples of things that you need to do as you're doing this process, and will give you some other meditation examples in there as well. So that video will help be a supplement to this one. So since you've had now a really wonderful connection and some time to communicate with your galactic guides, know that this can be part of your day-to-day process. This could be something you do a couple times a week. It could be something that you want to do every day, maybe once a week, whatever feels good to you, in order to build that relationship and that connection with them. The first time you go in, maybe all you feel are tingling feelings in your body, or a sense of love, or maybe you hear "hi," or "we love you," or some simple message. And that is so profound, right? We can't ignore how profound that is. But maybe the next time that you go in, you receive more. You get more information. You feel more in your body. And then the third time, you're going to witness, and experience even more than that. So if you don't receive as much as you want to from this exercise, it's okay. Give it a try another day. Another thing that you may want to try is doing an automatic writing process. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail, because I have a video called How to Channel that will give you some exercises for automatic writing. So go check out that video. I also have a ton of information about that in my Intuition Activation Academy course. But automatic writing is the process of sitting with a notebook or sitting with your laptop and asking questions out loud or in your mind, and then writing what comes through. And that can be another way that you channel your cosmic and galactic guides, another way that you can connect with them. So if meditation doesn't work for you, the automatic writing may be another thing that you want to try, and you may have an easier time connecting with them and calling them in. But don't give up. Don't give up hope. It takes time and dedicated practice. I've been doing this for years now, and I'm still always, I'm always honing my discernment and my own gifts. So don't trust the process and don't be afraid to get started, knowing that it will take some time in order to feel really comfortable with doing this work. And if you are looking for more of a guided experience when it comes to connecting with your star family, I have a really awesome, super low price point meditation library. It's $97. It has over 20 really amazing meditations in there that you have unlimited access to. There is a special meditation in there for meeting with your star family. And if you feel like you need a guided meditation to help you get deeper into the experience, I really recommend that you check that out. The link will be below. And that's really going to give you, again, a deeper level of experience if that's really what you want for yourself. And you can repeat that meditation as many times as you want. Maybe today you want to meet with your Pleiadian guides, the next day you want to meet with your Andromedan guides, and see what happens. So enjoy all of this. I hope you have so much fun on this journey. Again, relax, allow it to be fun. It doesn't need to be a stressful experience. And I can't wait to hear how it goes. Feel free to comment below with what your experience was like, what you learned, who you met with. I would love to hear your stories. And if you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more content just like this video, and come back every single week as I release more videos just like this one. I'm sending you so much love. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you next week.